up before the start of the game. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Denver Nuggets here at Ball Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Here are the five for the Raptors. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Denver, in at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated Cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place. He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Johnson outside. Brown sets the pick for Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Murray for 3. Here's Jokic. A beautiful reverse layup. Jokic has got the first points up on the board here for the Nuggets.
A guy who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Jokic on top of that one.
Pirtle finds Ingram. Misses the 3. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hard on him because we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Ingram following the basket by Jokic. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And it's Denver with the rebound. With the step back. Kicks it out to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Quickly. Barnes outside. Pirtle with a screen on Jokic. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. They get the rebound, and Pirtle able to finish.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Now here's Murray. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Gordon. Jokic has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Barrett with the ball. Covered by Brown. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
First one falls for him. This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now here's Murray. Over quickly. Murray, no good. Outside, Barrett. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 3. Brown, the pass to Gordon. And here's Jokic. Murray outside. no good on the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Now here's Murray. Still scoreless. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Now Barrett. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Barrett finds Pirtle. Over Jokic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Murray outside. Back to Gordon. Brown, the pass to Murray. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Pirtle. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Back to Murray. Gordon against Barnes. And it's Jokic in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jokic has got 9.
He did not take that three at the other end, laying down. You can see the fire in Jokic's eyes.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Brown against Barrett. Ingram setting a pick for Barrett. Ingram outside. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Johnson outside. In the corner, Murray with it. Shoots it up. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 3. Jokic passes to Johnson. Now Gordon quickly covering. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
The first one falls. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Gordon hits both of them.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. Active quickly. A three-pointer is right on target. Quickly's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. The Nuggets with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
A different look for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon, and it's Bruce Brown in for Jamal Murray. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. Barrett kicks to Ingram. Lets the three fly. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
Denver making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Shedd's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Walter. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Over Barnes. The Nuggets with another miss. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ingram against Hardaway. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Shed. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Ingram against Hardaway. And here is Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Stolen away. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Barnes. Over Watson. Barnes can't get it to go.
Big time effort, denying that one. Playing the game with real force and passion.
Over in the corner, Brown. Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. Toronto trailing. Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Brown outside. Pass to Jokic. Out to Hardaway. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Ingram against Hardaway. Inside, here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
So David Edelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Valanciunas is checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Christian Brown. Then for the Raptors, Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Grady Dick subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Now Hardaway. Two on the clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Dick. No good from outside. It's Brown and out of bounds as the Raptors. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Dick. Shoots over Brown. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Raptors lead by 2.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
Murray against Quickly. Murray down low. Off target with the jump hook. Quickly with it. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili with 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Valanciunas in its center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Raptor shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Dick. Off target from three-point range. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting under 40%. All in all for the game. Hardaway. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Hardaway has got 5.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Here's Walter. Still yet to score. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That went beyond the leaning. You could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Hardaway. Dick against Brown. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
It's tipped. Here's Quickly. He's covered by Murray. And it's Quickly missing.
He converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force. I love it.
Quickly against Murray. To halt the run. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speed.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals. You've got to admire and appreciate Bruce Brown's utility. I mean, you can slot him in anywhere, multiple positions. He's going to find a way to have a positive impact on the game.
Both shots good from the stripe. Raptors trail by 8. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Dick. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 6 on the shot clock. And it's quickly missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here's Hardaway. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Brown missing. Raptors trail by 8. Faster quickly. Now Dick. And again, unable to change momentum here. Now here's Murray. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Floats one up. Here's Dick. Faster quickly. Back to Dick. They set the pick. Here's Murray Boyle. Cranes the three-pointer. Murray Boyles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Grady Dick. It's Jokic top of the key. to Hardaway. Fires the three. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Murray Boyles has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Ingram. Barnes screen on Brown. And the dunk by Barnes.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Murray looking around. Looking to get it going. And the basket is good. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator.
Denver leading by 3. Murray the pass to Brown. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Now here's Ingram. Faster quickly. Here's Murray Boyle. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Murray the pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Outside Hardaway. No good on the three.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Barnes. Quickly looking it over. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Murray kicks to Brown. Now Hardaway. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. Puts up a deep 3. Toronto grabs the miss. It's Ingram on the wing. Jokic defending. Barnes left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
That's good from Barnes. And the Nuggets with some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Jamal Murray. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. No good on the second free throw. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Brown.
Number 10, Tim Hardaway.
Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Pirtle. And here is Ingram. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by Hardaway. And here's Jokic, defended by Pirtle. Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. Johnson right side. They need this one. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Barnes. And it's all evened up. And now that's 11 points for Scotty Barnes.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Outside Hardaway. Now here's Jokic, defended by Pirtle. The slam by Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick move, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Pass to Shed. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Now here's Barrett. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And now Allen LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Guys, back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Toronto with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go. Onside, Barrett. Over Brown. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Barrett.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Outside Gordon. And stolen by Barnes. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. The Nuggets shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Over Pirtle. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Hardaway. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Barnes outside. Ingram kicks to Barrett. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Ingram dishes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is the guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
Brown, the pass to Hardaway. Johnson sets the screen for Hardaway. Off target from outside. Toronto shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Ingram dishes to Barnes. Barrett with a screen on Gordon. Outside Barrett. Over Brown. It's all tied in Denver. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Raptors 37.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Quickly in the corner. And here is Quickly after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. Brown against Barrett to the inside. Jokic with the steal. Driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Quickly. Quickly setting the pick for Barnes. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Jokic with it, defended by Pirtle. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 13. Shoots over Pirtle, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Jakob Pirtle. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. He's got 9.
And the stroke of Ingram, boy, just looks so pure coming off his hand.
Now Brown. Denver passing it around. Over to the wing, and Jokic wide open. He shoots, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter. Ingram outside. That shot is off. Great tee that time from Johnson. Pirtle against Jokic. Here's the floater. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Here's Jokic. That misses off the backboard. Down low. Here's Barrett. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Aggressive and physical. Barrett creating the contact there to draw the foul.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 8 points. This game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Outside, Barrett. Back to quickly. Pass to Ingram. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range. Ingram's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now here's Johnson. He has yet to score. And Jokic slams it in.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just a fusing the defense down in the paint.
To the paint. It's stolen by Barrett. One-on-one fast break. The shot's good from quickly. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Here's quickly following the basket by Jokic. Ingram outside. Back to quickly. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Jokic with the screen on quickly. Murray kicks to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Raptors with the lead. And here is quickly. He's got 8. And here's Ingram from the arc. Rebound by Murray.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Gordon kicks to Murray. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 11 points.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Now, here's Barrett. He has 6 to the middle and stolen by Gordon. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Ingram with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Quickly with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Nuggets making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Pass to Murray. Out to the right wing. Inside. Nice D from Barrett. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Ingram up top. That one, no good. Good D by Johnson. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Here's Brown, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Ingram. 14 points for him. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Ingram's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you know, as time goes on, Ingram continues to embrace more responsibility. He wants to be the focal point of this offense.
Murray against Quickly. Murray, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, Jokic. He's got 23. Pass to Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, one of the things you know as a defender, you've got to stay down on the pump fake, but Murray really crafty at getting defenders off their feet.
The Nuggets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. He throw good, Murray.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Brown comes in for Johnson. Hardaway is subbed in for Christian Brown. And so Murray nails both of them. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. To the inside, Walter. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. 6 to shoot. Brown the pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Walter. And it comes off the front of the rim. And for the Raptors, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Murray Boyd. Raptors moving the ball around. Down low. And stolen by Murray. Brown the pass to Jokic. And yes, it's good. Jokic has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Here's Murray Boyd. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Mamu Kelishvili.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Here's Shed. Makes it off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of...
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Watson for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Shed. He's covered by Murray. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one. Hardaway sets a screen for Murray. Back to Jokic. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bruce Brown is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Murray. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 1. That's to Hardaway. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Far from just a perimeter threat now, Tim Hardaway Jr. is also capable of converting inside.
Here's Walter. Guarded by Hardaway. Hardaway with the steal. Now Murray. Quickly covering. Hardaway is screen on quickly. Murray against quickly. Murray dishes to Hardaway. Shoots over Walter. Rebound by the Raptors. To the inside. Pass to quickly. Here's Murray Boyle. To tie it up. And Emmanuel quickly gets the 3. It's a tie ball game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Murray. And Valanciunas now atop the key. And he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Quickly against Murray. Pass to Dick. There's a screen to take the lead. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Outside Hardaway. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now here's Murray. Over quickly. Alter pulls it in.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Murray against quickly. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Faster quickly for the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Shooters shoot. And Hardaway Jr. won't hold back in the corner.
Quickly against Murray. quickly with it. Right wing. Here's Murray Boyle. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hardaway passes to Brown. And here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Murray kicks to Brown. Jokic with the screen on Ingram. Jokic on top. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's quickly. Ingram against Brown. They need this. And Ingram finishes inside. Ingram's got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, you look at Ingram, and he's slight of build, and some folks question whether he could be an effective inside scorer in the NBA with every bucket like that. Those questions are being answered.
Now here's Hardaway. Murray for 3. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing often like that.
Here's Ingram. From the wing. Rebound by the Nuggets. Outside Hardaway. Here's Watson. And Watson slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now, here's Jokic. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Murray finds Jokic. Back to Murray. Ingram with the steal. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Brown outside. Murray the pass to Brown. Now Jokic. Back to Brown. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Murray Boyles has got 7 rebounds in the game. Ingram right side. Six on the shot clock. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, Denver no good. Raptors trail by 11. Faster quickly. Here's Walter. To end the cold streak. A shot missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Now here's Hardaway. Jokic draws the double. From the arc. They get it back. Pass to Watson. Now here's Jokic. He's guarded closest. Hardaway finds Murray. Over Ingram. And another miss by Denver.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Hardaway with the steal. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Jokic polishing off the break.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
Ingram outside. Some solid defense from Brown. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Now Brown. No good from 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Now Murray. Outside Jokic. Now Murray. Oh, Oh, great touch off the pass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's Ingram. Barnes outside. Launches it. He drills the three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now Jokic. Good. Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Well, one of the very best big men at handling the ball. Jokic's moves and creativity really set him apart as a big guy.
Ingram outside. The 19-foot shot. Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 14. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Johnson. Now Jokic.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
He was the X factor for sure. He showed up so many areas for him, walking away with the triple-double.
Here's Murray. Raptors knocking down the tray. Shot from 12. Barnes hits down the rebound. Now Pirtle. Jokic with the rebound.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
That one goes. Count it.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Now, here's Barrett. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. Going inside, he nails it from 11. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
All right, thank you, Nicola. This team showed up tonight defensively. What can you say about the effort on that end of the floor?
I mean, it's a whole collectively, you know, it's not just one guy, it's the 5 guys on the floor. So it's a coach, it's a bench, it's a fan. So thank you guys. Thank you a lot.
Thanks to all. Thanks to you, Nicola. Back to you guys.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.